my name is Daniella Hobbs and I am 22 weeks pregnant. I don't know if you can see the month. So I've just been told this week that I need to avoid social interaction for 12 weeks, which is fun. So I thought that I would start making some videos of some crafts that I've been meaning to try for a while. I love crafts. I run a creative arts company called Expressions Academy. I'll pop the link below if you want to check it out. But yeah, so I love just trying new crafts and seeing how they go and seeing if we can use them in our company. So I'm going to do some videos based on that, and my first one is actually for our baby, and I'm going to make a footstool puff that I can use for our rocking chair in our nursery. So yeah, check out this video if you're interested in just watching and seeing how hard I find it, how easy I find it. I'm just using tutorial off YouTube. I will copy that down below as well, and I'll tell you where I got materials as well. Enjoy!
If you have any rings, I would go ahead and remove them now, because any sharp edges will definitely snag on this really soft yarn. Okay, so step one, you're going to take your the tail here and measure out 10 feet.
10 feet? 10 feet? What 10 feet? 305. Right, well that's 100. Oh. Okay.
To do a long tail cast on and cast on 20 tight stitches. Like I mentioned in the intro, tension is everything for this project.
So no, so lost. Under the wrist, over the wrist, make a loop, pull this bit through. But how does that work? I don't think that works, does it? So we make a loop, bring that one through. I think that's right. And they've got to be roughly the same. Is that about right? What do you think? I have no idea if I'm doing the right thing. I never know the names of anything. Like that she was calling this a long tail cardstock, I think. Like I'm very good at just watching and copying. I had that all through my dance classes. Funny story, had never done ballet before in my life. When I went to university, maybe had like seen it a bit, and I copied really well, and they put me in the top group. That was a mistake, because I didn't know what anything was. So when they suddenly started saying do a pas de bourrée blah 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 in French, I did not know what I was doing, so I always had to go at the back of the group and copy. Right? I don't know where the end is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like something went wrong there. poop. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. Brill. This way. I'm not really sure what happened there, if I'm honest. Well, I've given it a start. I feel like I've mucked up this section quite badly. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to try and redo it tomorrow. Before the next step, which she said is do 5 more rows up. And I don't want to do that and then have to go back and sort this out. So, I'm going to stop for tonight. I've got a good idea of what I'm doing a little bit more. And then, yeah, I'm going to give it a go again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. One more to go. That's good because I don't have much of a tail left. Maybe I should have kept a bit more. Maybe I've done my stitches too big. Don't know. We'll have to work out and see. Okay, so I think that first one's done quite well. So I think now what happens, not really sure. Let's check. So I'm using a very clear video off YouTube. It's called How to Make de Brossie's Pentonville Pouf. And I watched quite a few different tutorials to kind of see which one I like the style of, but also which one was clearest, and I felt like this one is really clear. I mean, I had to start and stop again and try again because I just found that it I needed to get my brain around what she was telling me to do, but and you know, in comparison to some other ones, I actually found her quite simple and quite clear. So grab the stitch, take it through, create another stitch. I have no idea if I'm doing this tight enough, but last night I felt like I did it so tight that I couldn't really see where the stitches were. They kept falling out. So I have gone a bit looser this time, and I don't know if that's going to be an issue near the end. But we will try it and see. It's the only thing I can do, really. So you may be able to see I'm starting to get that knitting look. I definitely didn't have that last night. I don't think I knew what I was looking for last night. So I finished my second row. I think everything is looking a lot neater than it was yesterday. But I am slightly concerned that I'm not going to have enough wool. But I guess we'll have to wait and see later. I've done the 3 more rows. Yeah, I didn't really have any problems this time. I think it's all looking pretty good. So I'm going to take a pause to have some food and check out the next step, and then I'll be back. We're going to do some bigger stitches now. that's row 7. And now the last row with 3 fingers going through. It's definitely getting quicker the more I go round. I'm feeling a lot more used to what I'm doing. Felt like it was going to take forever at the beginning. This is my ball at the moment. I can't tell if it's just tightly wound and there's actually going to be enough, or whether actually... Oh, who knows? Anticipation. That's the 8th row done. So hopefully you can see it's a bit looser in the last 3 rows. So we had quite tight and now we're getting a bit looser as we go up. Okay, so the next bit is we're going to go back to the first bit and we're meant to be closing it off using the tail, but the problem is my tail is a lot shorter than her tail. So I don't know if this is going to work. I might have to, I don't know, use something else. We'll give it a go. I'm not really showing you what I'm doing very well, but it's a lot clearer on the tutorial, so it won't follow me. I'm just trying to pull it tight as I go so that I can see if I've got enough the tail. Okay, I don't think that's too bad. I think that's pulled in quite nicely.
Just through that last stitch there, and then just make sure that's still nice and tight there, and then pull that through into a knot. Make sure that's going to be a nice firm anchor. Great, and we can even weave it through one more and make a nice knot. Just make sure that's not going anywhere. Now you are certainly welcome to go ahead and then weave in this end and get rid of it. I'm just going to leave it there because you know what, it's going to be on the inside of this project. There's going to be pills and fluffies up in here anyway.
I think that works.
So I'm happy to just leave it in there.
So I think I've managed to do it with a very short tail. I just pulled it as I went round. It's a little bit of a bump in places. But yeah, I don't think that looks too bad. That can always go on the bottom if I have enough wool. Okay, so I think we're doing 3 more loose ones, then 2 more, is that right? Hang on, 9 to 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They've done another 8 rows. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough wool. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've got to do 5 more rows of loose-ish. And then we will reassess. Tutorial that I've been looking at, they use circular pillows and filling, and I don't have any of them at home, and I could buy some, and if I need to I will, but I have some square ones, 2 that I'm happy to actually take the filling out if I need to, and then a 3rd that if I'm desperate. This is a chunky knit pillowcase we did at one of our art socials this year recently, so if I'm desperate I can use this one as well. I'm pretty sure we've got some filling at the office as well, so I just thought because my ball was getting rather small now, I would just see how big it's getting. Yeah, playing it by ear a bit. I'm going to do one more loose one, I think. need another one to like just pinch it in a bit. This is the wool situation. I think I might have enough for one more round, but then I think we're stuck after that. Oh dear, I found the end, and then see how she closes, because that will determine how much more wool I will need. Let's see how this goes. This looks like a satchel, doesn't it? Or a massive beret. So I have cut open those pillows and tore out all the stuffing. I put it in, and it creates a much nicer, rounder shape. I only used two, the smaller one and the bigger one in the end. And I've closed this hole, and I'm going to go and figure out how to finish it. One thing they do say on the video, and I'll show you a bit closer, you can already see, you can see all the white stuffing. So they recommend putting a yellowy, or well, whichever colour you do, but putting some material kind of underneath. Also to stop the stuffing kind of coming out, but also so that you don't see white stuffing underneath. But I'm going to close this for now because I don't have any of this colour material. And I'm going to go put it with the nursing chair and see if it's the right height, or whether actually I do need more wool, more stuffing, etc. But for a first attempt, it's not too bad. It's probably a bit tighter at the top and a bit looser this end. But maybe with the material you won't see it as much. Or if I was to do it again, I would do less tighter rows at the top and a few more at the bottom to kind of give it a bit more of an equal shape. But I'm just going to close up and then I'll show you the end result. So this is it in front of the chair. It doesn't look too bad, but when you sit on it, it's probably a little bit too low. So I think I'm either going to have to get some more of that colour wool or do a two-tone and undo some of the bottom half and kind of add more height to it maybe. Ignore the chair. This is another project I'm going to do to recover these pillows, hopefully. But yeah, for a first attempt, pretty proud. And it's better than nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you fancy having a go, let me know how you get on. I would probably rate this kind of a medium level hardness. Kind of have to get your head around it. If you've got experience with knitting or chunky knitting, then it's a lot easier than if you don't have any. I'd probably start with something simpler if you haven't done any chunky knitting before. But yeah, it was a good project to do in one day if you've got experience. Bye!